What's good, people? It's the Rap Roundtable here. Your boy Jarves, to say the Rap Snob, Diddy the Balance, the homie Mace. We just need y'all to like, share, and subscribe when you tap into the videos. We're trying to reach 5,000 subs and eventually 10K subs. And with your help, we could definitely do that. Especially people who watch the videos and don't sub. You watching, we appreciate it. But the subs help us run it up even more. For our people who are already sub, make sure you hit that bell right next to the subscribe option. Pick all. When you pick all, it allows us to feed you what you need to get from us immediately. If you don't hit all, you'll get it when YouTube decides to give it to you. But if you hit all, you get the streams, you get the community posts, you get our regular uploads, you get everything. Hit all, help us run these numbers up, 5K, 10K, build a Rap Roundtable brand. Tap in with us. Peace.
The Rap Roundtable.
Yes, sir. The homie Nas and 21 Savage have come together to collaborate, you know, kind of doing what I suggested that 21 should do after his folly with the whole relevant, not relevant, whatever. I said he should apologize to Nas, get together with Nas, and, you know, he won up that. I got to come clean. He won up that. It's your boy Jarv here alongside the homie Mace. Diddy's at work to see us handling some personal business, but you know the Rap Roundtable has to be here to talk about this surprise collabo that didn't drop at midnight. It came in prime time, gave us a chance to regroup and gather our thoughts. Mace, you heard the record. This is basically an audio apology, bridging the gap, making amends. What are your thoughts?
Right. Well, just like you say, Rap Roundtable, we don't mess around. We got to tap in immediately. So I was shocked at even the announcement of this. Of course, our guy Sin, Clutch is always handling business, but Clutch is always throws this in the chat randomly. And I'm like, wait a second. This is like, you know, like this unexpected, but just exactly what we need. So my thoughts on the record is great. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. It's not as contrived as you would think. See, that would be my fear in a situation like this. You know, we're going to put out a record, we beefed publicly, but it's like these guys have pulled back the fourth wall. Like, yes, we're listening to you. Yes, we know you guys want to talk about this, but we're going to give you the actual music, which Nas has been doing constantly the past couple of years. The record is fantastic. Issues are addressed on both verses. I wonder if this is, you know, because at the start of this, a lot of Nas fans decided to start calling 21 a lot of names, started shitting on his artistry, started talking about how he wasn't shit, he wouldn't be here. So I wonder if all of those fans will swing right back, because 21 and Nas sounded perfect on this record together. How you feeling about it though, Joe? What's the word?
I mean, my first takeaway is it seems like both artists are like fresh off of their recent releases. Like it sounded like we got KD3 Nas and Her Loss 21. No missteps. It sounded like they literally copy and pasted the energy that they both brought to the table on their respective projects on this collaboration. Like just hearing that energy. There's been talk about if Aubrey assisted 21 with his pen on Her Loss. So it seemed like 21 had to show people, nah, I actually got better, bro.
You do this.
And then Nas understanding that the light is on him, that competitive edge, he came to play. He didn't lay down for 21. In fact, it was like, I'm not to say that he tried to front on 21, but he sure flexed on anyone who had a doubt about what relevant is, and is 21 right or is he wrong. Nas with the energy, even some more dynamic flows. He ain't just go with his usual pocket flow. Gave you some dynamic energy. The Hit Boy on the beat, immaculate. Yet again, it's like right now we in a pocket where both 21 and Nas can't miss. They can't lose. And it only made sense for them to get together and do this. Again, it really sounds like Her Loss and KD3 came together and met each other halfway on this. Tough.
And that's a good point. It's always something to see when the rapper's already in studio mode and they just decide to get in the studio and do something. It's like, that's when you know you're not really supposed to beef with a rapper, to be honest, when they in studio mode. So just like you say, two of the, in my opinion, maybe the two best projects of the year. They both came with it on here. Nas, just like you say, Nas, he showed there was levels to this. 21 went off, 21 did his thing, 21 showed that he belongs on a record with the legend. And I love the bar he had about, not shitting on a legend but trying to beat one, basically. I love that bar. But Nas definitely showed there's levels to this. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The verse was crazy. Whether people want to call it the Migos flow, Lord Infamous flow from back in the day for you 3-6 fans. So we know what we talking about. Nas went crazy on there. I don't know, y'all know we coming with a top 10 lyricists of the year list soon. And Nas once again trying to make a case for the top spot.
Yo, listen, Nas is making it difficult for anybody else to be number one on that top 10 list. I mean, we're going to compile a list, we're going to argue about it, we're going to put it together, but it's almost like, what is it? It's like a boxer, right? Like Floyd used to do this thing where he would play around with you for the first 2.5 minutes of the round, and that last 30 seconds of that round, he will start increasing his output. Jab, 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 left hand, hook, you know what I mean? And he was still around. Like, I'm going to play around with you, but them last 30 seconds, I'm going to put in a lot of work to let the judges realize that was actually my round. And I feel like that's what Nas is doing with 2022. Like, yeah, I gave y'all Magic at the top of the year, and I was kind of chilling. Y'all saw me a little bit here and there, the Primo joint here and there. But now at the end of this 2022 round, I'm going to deliver. Jab, jab, check left. Oh, overhead counter, like how you want it. Now we getting surprise collabs, and it's like, wait a minute, 21 Savage... It's something about understanding the moment. You mentioned that bar about like trying to be a legend himself, and it's like this guy gets it. I said something I probably shouldn't have said. Instead of playing around with it and playing, and in this era, guys kind of like play dead until it goes away and it becomes not a clickable item anymore. He leaned into it and made it a bar. And apologize within that bar. Like it's a lot of humility and say, bro, I ain't really mean it that way. I'm trying to be one of them. I'm trying to be like this guy. I'm not trying to bring him down. That's fly to me. And I like the whole aesthetic of even the artwork. It kind of like the old Good Friday artwork a little bit. Just the text, the red text with the two artist names on there. Real subtle. I guess because it happened so quickly that maybe they didn't have time for nothing dynamic. But to me, keeping it simple never fails. Just the text, the name of the song, the artist, perfect. And I like that Hit Boy didn't give any one of them a layup. To me, this is like right in the middle. Like, I'm gonna give 21 a little bit of what he does. I'm gonna give Esco a little bit of what he does, and y'all two figure it out. I'm no home games. This is a neutral site game, and y'all both gotta come to play.
Just like you say, Hit Boy melding two worlds perfectly, like he's been doing with Nas, and like he's been doing with other artists. To be honest with you, Hit Boy, one of the most underrated producers, maybe of all time at this point. Like, just like you mentioned, Nas, as the boxer, Hit Boy's the corner man, letting them know the weak spots, letting them know what he's doing good and what he's doing bad. Hit Boy playing the perfect role. In 21, we talk about Hit Boy and Nas, but 21, man, like. Kodak in 21, big enough Nas was not on my, gonna happen list in 2022. You know what I mean? So in 21 coming right on, because folks, not to let y'all too much into the rap roundtable brain trust. Me and John were just going back and forth about Drake and 21's performance on Her Loss. And literally 15 minutes later, 21 comes and does this. It's like, I don't know, is Big Brother watching at all times in this group chat?
We had a whole debate about who was carrying Her Loss, and this happens. Like, wait a minute.
And then 21 comes and stands right next to Nas on the track. Who'd have thunk it? 21, your move, bro. I guess it's my move because he already made his.
And Nas being Nas, always thinking about the culture, telling 21 and Kodak to come together and do it for their culture. Because, the younger people are looking at those guys as the pillars of that era. So Nas says, you know what? Instead of, doing this little catty bickering, come together, do a record. That's dope to me because it's about understanding the moment, understanding the situation, and realizing that it's bigger than any kind of petty beefs. Let's link up. And that's big of Nas. Because think about the history that we always talk about. Nas 20, 30 years ago wouldn't have said that, but being that he has that reflective energy and that maturity, he realizes that, yo, this is stupid. Like, why even lean into this nonsense when y'all could make records, get to the bag even sooner, and create moments and memories? Like, this is the moment and the memory they just created. Why not do this? Ain't nothing like hip hop. Ain't nothing that says hip hop like creating moments and creating memories. So of course he would say 21 and Kodak get together. And to me, 21 and Kodak do a record before they. Can we get one of those before the year is out? Can we get Metro to do the beat? Like, what's up?
Listen, the way the output is going right now, it's like folks are listening to what everybody's saying, and they coming with it. So I can't even be mad about it. Just like you say, we've had a few this year, but this might be a top 5 moment of the year, to be honest with you.
Let me ask you this, Mason. There's some conspiracy theorists out there who are saying that this whole thing was staged to set up this collaborative effort that we got. What do you say in response to that?
You know, some wise men usually say everything is a rollout, you know what I mean? So I can't put it all the way past, folks, but just like we spoke about in our recent live, some folks you just give the integrity pass to. And Nas at this point isn't a gimmick dude, isn't a, try to trick you into thinking something is gonna happen. So I don't think Nas is really into those at this point.
I agree with you. I think this is a situation where something unexpected took place, it caught fire, and both sides saw an opportunity to make good on it and make it count. And that's what it's all about here. It's all about making it count. And I think that's what we got here. I don't think this was a rollout. I don't think this was staged. I think both sides, at this point, I got to look at 21 and be like, maybe he really didn't mean any harm. Maybe he really didn't mean any harm. Like, it came off very disrespectfully because, again, there's no respectful way to say someone is not relevant. But maybe it was really just a bad choice of words. And OG Nas looked at it and said, you know what, this guy, he not on no kind of time where he's disrespectful. You don't really see 21 out here disrespecting other rappers. He's thinking about himself. So the opportunity presented itself for them to get together and do right by this. I will say though, Mace, I'm a little, I kind of want them to make this like a bonus track for KD3 because to me, it's that fire. So people are calling it corny, they're hating. To me, the song is fire. I think this needs to be a KD3 bonus cut. I want a visual made. I want them to really drag this record.
That would be interesting just for the fact that 21 Savage would be the lone guest appearance on KD3. So for the controversy for that alone, I would be down with it.
Listen, the two big
and the quality is there, honestly.
We got like the high level classic of KD3. We got the commercial classic of Her Loss. Why not, bro? Why not? Let's get the cameos in the video, all that. Let's get Jungle in there. Let's get Drake in there. Everybody pull up to the video shoot. Let's go old school with it,
Shit, let's do it, man. Let's do it.
You know what? But you know what? I think we can stop right here. We had to react to it. Life is constant. Everybody's working. Things are going on. But we needed to talk to y'all about this record because I know y'all gonna be like, yo, you're not gonna talk about the song? Yes, here we are talking about the song. And
we had to bloviate a bit. You know us.
Of course. And you're gonna hear from Deanie and Sin as soon as they get a chance to free up and tap in.
Absolutely.
Whether it be the next live or the next in studio. You're gonna hear from them about this song. But Mace, let's close this out, bro.
All right, listen, man. Just like we say, shouts to my guys, Sin the Rap Snob, Deanie the motherfucker. They couldn't be here, but they always here in spirit. Shout to Job, the point guard, throwing the live, scoring 40. What can't this guy do? And I'm your boy, Macito, voice of the young people. And this is the Rap Roundtable. We out of here.
Sir.
Heroes you need. Don't forget that.